You may have underestimated your light, the power of the frequency that radiates through you. You might have questioned the support you have around you, the support that is on the other side. There's been a divine reveal to you for you to embody this strength, this understanding, this faith, this inner knowing. And this reconnection with powers that be, however you name it, whether it is your guide team or another form or frequency that was part of your lineage. I feel like there was some sort of karmic lineage that I'm seeing someone like a broom, like just needed to be dusted away. It wasn't so heavy that it was like some sort of boulder or baggage you were carrying. It was just like the final cleanup, like when you have this project, staging a home or remodeled a home, and the final steps are just kind of walking through and cleaning it up. Something's been cleaned up and now open for reveal. I'm also getting somebody tried you, like this fool tried you. And it could be an individual, it could be a group. That group could be a toxic workplace dynamic. This could be like a family system. And what I'm getting, if it is a family system for you, they're kind of sitting back being like, oh. They were so absorbed in their toxicity. It's that you don't know what you don't know energy, that they didn't realize the games that they were playing were also damaging them. They didn't realize that while they're busy cackling and busy gossiping or throwing slander, that you're leveling up, that behind the scenes you're working on yourself, behind the scenes you're building a framework for the highest order. It is revealed that you have help on the other side. This is now undeniable. This fool tried you and they didn't know who they were dealing with. This fool tried you and is now getting their own energy returned to them. This is this boomerang effect. They took some measures, they might have threw some words, they might have staged a scenario. It could be like some sort of triangulation, something of the sort. And that energy is just sweeping back to you. I feel like you might have had to stand your ground. You might have slightly clapped back. This feels more like you standing solid, standing in your stance, and that the divine is the one that is clapping back. And it's like just desserts. I'm hearing just desserts. I'm not quite sure what that means. Only take what resonates, please. If this isn't your storyline, if this storyline confuses you, this narrative, this energy doesn't resonate with you, click off, keep moving. If this is a workplace, someone could have like been in a pattern of wearing a mask and playing on others insecurities, getting close enough to get some information, use that against them. And it's just kind of like behind the scenes, all this kind of like pecking order, something like that, like the hens pecking kind of thing. And somehow whatever momentum, whatever cycle was rolling, your energy blocked it from continuing. Like continuation, not so much. I'm seeing that red circle with an X, like the puck stops here kind of thing. And I don't think that you were out of line. I get this sense that you stood your ground, and just whatever usually rolled through in this pattern couldn't roll with the energy that lands within you, something like that. If this is a love relationship, you might have separated or finally opened your eyes to the toxicity you're in. Maybe you overanalyzed someone's behavior. Maybe you felt like you were justified to receive this load that someone was throwing away. Perhaps you were so busy dealing with your own world, you know what I mean? Like your mind isn't like thinking about the deeper aspects of the relationship, the repercussions of this relationship, how this relationship might have been bringing you down. And maybe something has come into balance in your energy where you're now taking a look, or the divine has revealed something for you. And so this full energy is you taking a new look. This full energy is you standing in your strength. This full energy is saying whatever cycles you were allowing within your own heart and soul have now been cleared off. That karmic debris has been cleared off, and now it's like back to the whiteboard, back to the drawing board, and like, wait, no. So you could be redefining terms in a soul contract, renegotiating terms with someone, laying down some boundaries. Where you could be putting someone on red, you could be blocking someone, and I'm hearing rightfully so. Sometimes someone's behavior is all you need for closure, that conversation can open up new or old wounds. So it's like salt on a wound, and you get twisted in a word salad. I'm hearing the word regret. I kind of feel like only, don't take my advice, take what lands with you. If you have something you need to say it. If you feel the conversation works for you, continue on. Me personally, that conversation ends up just like, is like an opening the door to the cycle to continue, right? I'm hearing latch. It's like that door, how sometimes you can go to close a door and it doesn't quite click into place to shut completely. And that's, for me, what I feel like going back for that conversation is at this point, like the cycle, like why? Like, there's nothing good for me, and again, this is just me, that comes out of that. I'm hearing clickbait. I don't know, maybe someone was trying to use your energy to rise up, and instead they fell because you're not, the divine is like, is that from Dirty Dancing, why baby doesn't sit in a corner? The divine says, no, you're not playing that game, right? And this could be some sort of like test out. Like, you could have rolled through several patterns in the workplace, with the family, or in toxic interpersonal relationships, to where now you've grown stronger within yourself, that you have cleared loads. It's like you had all these karmic contracts to work through, and you've learned lessons through all this, and you taught lessons through all this, the way you learn to stand in your strength. And with this new embodied energy, with this karmic residue cleared, with you standing in your divine sovereignty, you are now receiving on some way. And I think however you're receiving now, like, it might not be revealed to you yet, like it might still be behind the curtain. I feel like there will be, or there is, a divine reveal, and maybe it hasn't been revealed to you, but others are seeing it. Probably others saw your energy and your light before you did, and now you're like coming to the realization where your light is shining back to you in some way. Perhaps that karmic residue, like, you just had some other work to do, and now you're on a new level. Like, someone could have been like staging a game and they just didn't know. They didn't know who they were dealing with, again, because you have helpers on the other side. They could have been calculated in some way, not realizing that you could read their every move, or your divine angels are whispering in your ear and telling you what you need to know. That said, like, you are dialed in, so trust your intuitive guidance. And I feel like, pay attention, like situational awareness. You're receiving signs, synchronicities. The divine is lining up for you to hear conversations you are meant to hear. The divine is lining up situations to where people are having conversations, and so words that need to be spoken behind the scenes are shared. Like, the right people are hearing what they need to. Like, you are getting the help. I hope that much makes sense. I feel like you are doing a good job. That is what I'm getting. I'm also getting that alignments are happening. Like, there's this like true node, north node alignments that are intersecting with course corrections. There's something about this alignment where you, again, are coming into your strength and your divine sovereignty, and it is giving the opportunity for others to course correct. And it is this fool that didn't know who they were throwing shade to, that are like, that boomerang effect are hitting those that didn't make the choice to course correct. They were given the opportunity to take the higher road. They were given, there is a choice point, right? And so there is this higher order at play, this boomerang effect, this karma that's coming their way. Step aside and let the divine do the work. I was getting this morning, they cackled. They cackled. You can't withstand the storm. Like, I'm just saying, like, some shady motherfuckers just laughing. And you declared in your energy, in the way that you stand in your divine sovereignty, I am the storm. I am the storm, B. And then as I wrote that, I got the word justified. So whatever's hitting them, and this can be their awareness. We don't know what we don't know. And so you being this mirror for the divine, you being this channel of the otherworldly, allows others to see, learn, and grow. It's their choice. High Priestess. Trust. Layers are being shed. The dreams could be revealing information to you. Nine of Swords. Not to be afraid. There's just something that's happening tonight. Someone could be kept up at night. You could be visiting others at night, like giving them the opportunity to course correct. I feel like you're not afraid to stand up anymore. Before, you might have been afraid to stand your ground. Perhaps you have learned to navigate in the ethers in the dream world, to work with your guide team, right? To where if you're being kept up at night or you're having these dreams, you know how to work with those energies. And so you're not afraid, right? You pick up your sword. And when I say sword, I'm not saying violence. I'm saying swords as in the suit and the tarot, as in your truth, your choice of thoughts, right? Speaking your peace, speaking your boundaries, speaking it into existence, something like this. You have learned to not be afraid too, with the devil energy and the High Priestess, to be afraid of yourself. We have shadow and light. We embody the spectrum of shadow and light. And there could have been a way that you witnessed others abuse their power that kept you from picking up your sword and standing strong. There could be a way that you had reactive emotions or a reactive response that created some sort of catalyst, a domino effect that you weren't quite proud of, right? Let's say you clap back and you felt like you clapped back too hard in the past, but I don't feel like you're afraid, or you're able to manage it to where it's not like, I'm hearing the word Band-Aid. So you could have healed something that allowed you to work with all aspects of your being and have a situational awareness to know how to pick up the right tool at the right time. And your ancestors are helping you with this, not to be afraid. If someone is coming at you, this devil energy, not to be afraid. Okay, another thing I was getting is that you're feeling things for a reason. You might feel hypersensitive, you might feel weak, you might feel vulnerable, and you're like, why is this keeping me up at night? Why are these thoughts turning right now, right? Why am I getting this load, right? It could be an energy you're receiving, like you're meant to feel it in order to understand it. No different that you were meant to hear that conversation in order to know the truth and know how to move accordingly. The divine is orchestrating alignments on your behalf. And so you're feeling this energy for you to put energy in motion. If you were in a situation, right, and you had your blinders on, trust, just like that nice swords at night, trust that the divine is going to lead you. Someone tried to put the blinders on. That's this devil energy. You could be like meant to do some healing work for someone else. So someone is coming to mind. Sometimes when you get that telepathic communication, you're like, you don't always know what to do with it. It could be like background noise, be like, oh yeah, so-and-so's in regret. Oh, so-and-so's thinking about me, right? If it's coming in a little bit louder, you might be called in to heal a situation. Speak that prayer. Speak something into existence for the highest order, something of the sort. Trust your intuition. You're given information for a reason. Someone doesn't want you to go. Fair weather friend. This is what's been revealed to you. This is what's been revealed to you, is who is on your side and who is not. And this can hurt, right? This can hurt. And you could be scared of somebody a little bit because you're like, how'd they know? How'd they know? That all of a sudden they just felt your energy pull back and they're like, how'd they know? It's because you trusted your intuition. It's because you know more than what they have directly communicated to you. Let's get a little bit more on this fair weather friend, because when I pulled out this deck, this card came out earlier, but I figured I should shuffle before him. They cackled, can't withstand the storm. They thought they could get one over on you. They just dug themselves a hole. This could be a painful truth. Whatever changes are made are justified. So maybe this is a crowning of you, metaphorically speaking. Someone could be demoted. So you could be, I feel like you have higher rank in the spiritual, and this is what was not seen before, because the divine often cloaks you to put you in like this decoy, to orchestrate this healing, this understanding, so that people do learn their lessons. So wheels turn. Oh my goodness, wheels on the bus go round and round. So this could be earth school energy. So there's a silver lining to the pain. So whatever you experienced in the past, you're like, why do I have to go through this? Why does this keep happening? You could be a target more often than not. You could be a victim more often than not. People don't know what to do with your light, right? And so when they experience your light, it draws up energy that needs to be released to the surface. And so you're the one that manages that energetic load as this channel, as this divine light meant to uphold a new frequency on planet Earth. I feel like these scenarios, there's a silver lining to learning about this fair weather friend, to receive this truth or the experiences you've had in the past, because this level up, right? Whatever level up or reveal that you have, this higher standard that you are setting in motion, you are now prepared to put it in order. You are prepared. It's like in the workplace when people like throw out ideas, but they're not the ones that know how to implement it. So you have something illuminated to you, a group or whatever, but you're able to follow through on whatever this is. And that's the silver lining, because you have the information, you have the keys in hand, you have the knowledge. It's like a textbook. All right, maybe you are a walking textbook in some way. All right, so maybe 8998. We are doing this dance, right? We are doing this dance with the divine. And sometimes it feels like it flows, right? And sometimes somebody steps on your toes, right? This is something different than someone digging their heels in. You experiencing this, that was behind the scenes, you understanding this high priestess, this devil energy, there's a silver lining to that. There's something that was hidden that has been revealed to you, and perhaps through you to others. And I'm hearing understanding. You trust. I feel like someone wanted to set you up. And this could be like in the family place, like you're the black sheep. They're always setting you up. They're always playing these games that you can't win. They're always going out of their way to hurt you, not realizing they're hurting themselves. This could be someone in the workplace staging something, thinking they're going to get a leg up on talking smack behind your back, not realizing they're setting themselves up for failure. They think they're setting you up for failure to help themselves, and they just fell. So whatever you experienced, whatever truth was revealed to you, there's a silver lining to it. Caregiver. I feel like the divine, this caregiver, the divine's got your back. I'm seeing an image of kind of like I don't know how to describe it. I'd say like wartime, when you have this temporary tent set up to take care of someone who's been injured from war. It's something like that nurse energy, a nurse or someone, a doctor that works on site to help people who've been injured at war, something like that. I don't have the right words for it, but I recognize this image of that. So I hope that comes through. Someone was trying to control a narrative, control your energy, like to control. Somebody who's power hungry, and this could be even like, oh, man, this hurts when you are sleeping with the enemy, when you think that you are in a loving connection, right? You might be like, your energy is focused elsewhere, and you don't realize someone's actually someone that you think you're in a loving, intimate relationship is actually power hungry, wants control, is jealous of you. A higher order is stepping in for you to see. You are no longer wearing rose-colored glasses. This is part of the divine reveal. And by you taking off the rose-colored glasses and embodying a new frequency, and by you holding higher standards, you're helping others to do the same. There was a choice point for someone else. There is a choice point for someone else. This fool sent home. And you are now standing in your power. You are that bee. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. Please only take what resonates. Sending you lots of love, light, and love your way.